Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Hey, Bitches Live. This is the remix with your boy Derrick. What's going on? You know, I don't own the rights to any music that you may hear in the background. No children allowed, because you know we'll be doing that adult conversation. But I'm grateful that you guys are here with me on tonight. We got some things that we want to talk about on the remix. I had the privilege of spending time with my brother on his show tonight. Get off my lawn. He had two guests, Coach Will, and he also had Hugh on there. So it was a good show. They talked a lot about the NFL, talked about college football, college basketball. As always, it was a very intriguing show. Like I said, I always go on there. I look forward to his shows whenever he has it, as well as looking forward to Pure and Uncut on Sunday with Coach Will and Coach V. They be football talk. You know, all them guys are them Detroit fans. You know, them Detroit, everything Detroit. But I guess it's okay if they like it. I love it, so I'm not going to complain about it. That's their thing. That's their thing. What's going on, hey, bitches? So we had I had a early morning remix today. It was decent, but I got a lot of information this evening in reference to the government and what's going on in this relief package that everybody's waiting for. They come to some sort of a conclusion. They've come up with something. Some of the things they came up with, I'm like really here for. Um, I don't know too much about some of the things that they're not going to do. Hopefully, well, they say that they're hoping that they're going to come up with this package before the end of the week. But you remember they did also make the promise that they're not going on their vacation until they come up with an actual package and an actual deal. Now, the good thing about the deal is they have, at this particular point in time, part of the deal is they have come up with a $900 stimulus check. Okay, that's a good thing. Now, listen, that's not y'all gotta y'all gotta be ready because there's a little more to it than just that stimulus check. But yeah, they said that they've come up with the $900 stimulus check. Um, they're gonna of course, if they come up with a stimulus check, the people who get their money direct deposit, whatever, whether it be unemployment, whether it be your paycheck, whether it be I think it's your income tax. If those people most definitely will be getting their checks first, but don't expect no check anytime before the holidays here and over with, because that's not going to happen. We just need them to put some nails in the actual situation to figure out what's going to happen. I mean, they've been working pretty hard, but the sad thing about that is that um, they haven't. In my opinion, the sad thing is they most definitely leaders are scrapping aid to cities. They're scrapping aid to states and cities, as well as liability protection for companies. They're not even putting that particular portion in. Hey, grandson, they're not even putting that particular portion in the stimulus this go around. So maybe when our newly elect Biden gets in office, maybe he'll do that. But they said that they will be. They said that it's approved, but it's Congress. You know how Congress do. They always want to hold something over your head. But right now, they say they did fix it, the package um to be $900. If you get checks, direct deposit, you'll get yours quicker. But once you get theirs through the mail, that's going to be a long drawn out process, just like it was the first time. Now Senator Bernie Sanders, he was pushing for the package to include more robust stimulus checks, not just a check, but I mean, even though he didn't win the nomination, Bernie Sanders he's always down for the cause. So I give him his props. You know, he's always been down. I'm down for the cause, so I'm grateful for that. I give him his props, even though he didn't win didn't win the nomination, but he's still, he's still up in there doing his thing. We see President-elect Biden has picked a couple more people for his cabinet. You know, he picked former governor of Michigan for his cabinet. Big shouts out to her. His cabinet is shaping up. He's actually owning up to his campaign promise, and from what the reports are saying, he has the most diverse cabinet in history. So that means his cabinet is even more diverse than Obama. So I'm kind of like cool with that. And then he's setting a young lady up to be in charge of HUD. And keep in mind, she's an African American lady. She's only the second one to have ever headed up that department. And the first one who headed up the department, she headed it up back when Jimmy Carter was president. So keep in mind, that's been a lot of years. Earlier on my earlier remake. Okay, the remix I did earlier. We still are looking out for this. We're on the lookout for this storm here in the Baltimore area. Well, I say Baltimore because I can't talk for all Maryland. We're getting a lot of snow and sleet. I mean, more sleet and rain than anything. So, but the sad part about it is it's so damn cold out there that stuff is gonna freeze up. So I'm hoping that people are gonna drive very carefully because when that stuff begin to freeze up, you run into black ice and people end up in the back of somebody else's car, end up in somebody's front damn yard. So if any of you out there driving and you don't have hand-free device, don't listen to my podcast because I don't want nobody to run into nothing. And if you don't have to go out there, then don't. It's not, those roads are getting kind of messy. Baltimore roads are messy any damn way. So if you don't have to go out, please don't go out and just be safe. Here I'm trying to hear. I know in other parts of the country the snow has hit like horrible. I'm trying to see how everything. Well, I know Atlanta didn't I need to get me have anything down there going on as far as the weather is concerned. So we happy about that. So we're gonna be we're grateful about that. Like I say, Sanders is pushing for a more robust. I guess we just need to be grateful that they are gonna send us another check. That's one thing that they finally said that they were gonna do. They're gonna do, and they actually done it. So I'm actually elated about that. That Congress is actually doing something, and Mitch McConnell made it a point to say that nobody's going to leave for break until they come up with something. And to think that they come up with a $9 billion package, but they don't have nothing in that package for small businesses. I mean, well, states and cities which would include most likely small businesses, as long as liability protection, because a lot of people are trying to figure out what are they going to do if they have people working, somebody catch it while they're at work. What are they going to do to protect themselves from lawsuits? So, this one going around ain't got nothing to do with no liability protection for companies. So, don't know what they're going to do about that one. That don't seem like a good look for the home team as far as So I guess in the long run you're actually gonna have, unfortunately, more small businesses closing because it's like there's no damn help on the horizon. I don't see any. And once Congress passed this not this little, this $900 million, $1 billion, whatever $1 trillion bill they're gonna pass, then you just have to wait till the recess is over and see what else they're gonna do. We do know that Biden is gonna do something. What it is, I don't know. Whatever he's gonna do, I hope he's gonna do it soon. This not, like my on my earlier remix, we was actually talking about um that Georgia down in Georgia, their early voting day is January 5th, but they have voting started December 14th to January the 1st. Like I said, I applaud Georgia for showing up and showing out in the November election. So I'm just asking you guys if you guys can kind of like do the same thing for your country around, so we can get those. I ain't gonna call nobody no name. Get those two people down there. Yeah, them two. Um, yeah, get rid of Purdue and the woman. So yeah, Detroit has been showing. Detroit has been going in here getting all these appointees. But the thing that scared me about that is I'm just I mean, with this Congress the way it is, the confirmation, nobody has a guaranteed confirmation. That's the sad part, because you know the Republicans will be just that messy. That's what they do. They will be that messy to make sure that anybody he wants. It's not easy being a Democratic president and you having a Congress that's ran by a Congress that's ran by Republicans, because unfortunately they never play together, they never play fair. They always think about what the Republicans want this and the Republicans want that. Oh, you didn't miss anything yet, brother. We was just doing I was talking about talking about your show, you and the young gentleman, Coach Will and the other guy, how good your show was and how it was. But we was and then we was just recently shortly talking about um what Congress is doing. And like I say, I'm proud of them because they're making some things happen. Um, they did say that they put a stimulus check in there, and it's going to be like $900. Don't expect to get it before the holidays, because that's not going to happen. We just need to be grateful that they're giving us, what they're doing. I'm waiting to see as far as the package is for unemployment. But I do know, which is the sad part too. The package is it's sad and scary. Is that the leaders are scrapping aid to states and cities, as well as liability protection for companies. That's scary to me. That's real scary. So through this all, states and cities are still going to suffer. So I don't know. I mean, by them doing that, I just think it's going to bring more of a hardship onto the country, considering that you're not going to send any aid to states or cities. That's a deep one. That one cut me kind of deep. I didn't understand. I didn't totally understand why they went that way with that one. I actually went back on. I got that from CNN, and it was some other news outlet I went on when I put in the information. Hey son, the information as far as the stimulus check, and they said that Bernie was actually pushing for of course Bernie was pushing for the package to include more robust um yeah, it's just a little help you get over the hump. But like I said, it kind of scared me that they're scrapping all aids to states and cities, as well as the liability protection. That's a big little brother. That's a big ass pill. I mean, that they're not going to do is not, because the states and the cities are already the city are, are already suffering, nationwide. But they're not, when they say they're not going to do um anything for them. That's kind of deep. So that one kind of hurts. Well, the Washington Post says that the congressional leaders add stimulus checks to the $900 relief fund. Um, that's what the Washington Post said, and that was today at 4:23. So I guess one time they did say that it was going to be between $700 and $900. So I guess I'm just waiting for confirmation. Like I said, I was reading a couple of things on but then I don't know. I have such mixed feelings. Yeah, and then it's really weird because some of the outlets are saying $600, some of the outlets are saying $700. Some people are saying, and they say the measure also includes $300 a week in jobless benefits as well as up to a 330. Oh, so they are going to do 330 billion for small business loans and money for vaccine distribution. But I'm like, the way this thing is going, they're getting on my nerves because why don't y'all just give the small business some money? Stop loaning them shit. Give them some damn money because they are really hurting. I mean, most of them are closing and giving. I mean, my opinion, giving them a loan is not going to get them out the hole. Getting them a loan is not going to them make everything a fresh start. Giving them a loan is not making the situation no better than it is because they're still going to be on the negative. So you giving them a loan is just going to make them even further on the negative. So, well, that's just my opinion. I just don't think that they should they should give. I think they should give them some damn money. Real talk. I mean, that's how I feel. They really should. I know, and I don't know why because the state and cities need fucking money so they can kind of bounce back from this because if well, I hope so. Well, I hope. Well, they kind of scare me when they say loan. Well, I hope if they give small businesses loans, I hope they can put them in the form of grants, so they won't have to pay them back. Now, if they don't have to pay them back, I'm all for. But if they're not going to do the state and city aid as well as liability protection, then they need to find out what they're going to do. I just don't think they should leave without giving or doing something for the state and local cities. What they're going to do, I do not know, but I hope and pray they just don't 86 them overall and say, well, you do you need because these businesses are hurting tremendously right now, and they really need all the help they can get. And the government, y'all should step in. You gotta realize you got people out here who don't have jobs, and then some of them who don't have jobs with no jobs, and therefore they don't have any insurance. And I mean, I know they're talking about and they're also talking about there will be a three or $400 enhanced unemployment benefits payments for about 13, and that's good. They can do that. I'm all for it. Unemployment. You need to help these people maintain some sort of financial normalcy in their lives, which is really hard to do. But $300 to $400 is better than nothing. That's what I'm saying because those y'all going back and forth and snatching unemployment and then add money to it, and then you want to take money from it. And see, the thing that pisses me off is that Congress, you guys making your money. You make your money when you're on vacation. You make your money when you're on the hill. You make your money when you're not on here. These people have no way of making money because their places of employment have closed down. So come on, y'all gotta start being the Congress for the people and stop being the Congress for because these last 4 years, this has been a Congress not for the people at all. I'm trying to tell you, this Congress has been one of the worst Congress going. And that, like I said, I most definitely don't think that this Congress was for the people at all in any way, shape, or form. Now, on local news, I need you guys, please keep our mayor here in prayer. He's in quarantine because he there's a possibility that he was exposed to the virus on last Saturday. So he's going to be in quarantine, and y'all do me a favor and keep that man Brenda in your prayers and his family that he gets well. Like I say, this virus is doing a messing up a lot of things. So y'all please keep that man in your prayers. I gave you his name, Brandon Scott. Keep him in your prayers so we can pray for him and for his pray for his deliver his healing on this in this situation. And what Bernie said, that's my boy right there. Like Bernie Sanders said on CNN, consider this relief bill a down payment on what the American people are. Bernie, I don't know why you didn't get the nod or whatever, but yeah, I've always, I've always thought Bernie was for the people. I mean, I guess his mindset is, I did get the nominee, but guess what, y'all? Y'all still have to contend with this ass because I'm still a part of Congress. So y'all can have Mitch McConnell and all them, but I'm staying here. I'm not going nowhere, and I give him big ups. And like I always try to do on all of my shows, I do want to give big ups to all that frontline work. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ask all of my viewers to make sure that you guys keep them in your prayers. And also remember that when I do Hey Bitches Live or Hey Bitches Remix with Derrick, they are also streaming live at the same time on YouTube. So you guys go to YouTube, Helena Hologram, put in Hey Bitches Live, or you can put Hey Bitches Live Remix Helena Hologram. They'll come up, and do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube page at all. I'm also listening on something. I tried to do a side group with all the people who come to my shows so I can make a little group, the Hey Bitches Live Remix, so I can just, there wouldn't be no pictures or nothing like that going in that group. That group would basically be for me to give you a heads up, maybe an hour or half an hour, 2 hours, 45 minutes, to give you a heads up to let you know when I'm ready to do a Hey Bitches Live remix. Because a lot of my remixes, most of them are done at night because I usually wait until people like Eric and Big Meech and Aunt Nikki um, get finished their shows so I can come in and expound on their shows and talk about some things that's going on in the country, what's going on in the city, what's going on in the state. Because like I told you guys, unfortunately, Baltimore is like at, if not over the 300 rate, 300 homicide rate already, and it's not even the end of the year, but we'll see. I don't know, y'all. Y'all, please make sure y'all keep my city in your prayers because we most definitely need it. Because this has been one hell of a year, but I thank God that my family and friends are still here with me. It's a sad year, but I'm grateful. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking about doing like a virtual New Year's Eve gathering where I just get everybody on Zoom and we just sit back and have a good old time and we'll relax and have fun. We'll play music, whatever else we can do virtually. That's about what we're gonna do because I don't see me I don't see me going out anywhere anytime soon to be around a bunch of people. I'm not that comfortable. Even when I know for a fact, even when everything gets back to quote unquote normal, which at this particular point in time, I don't even think I know what the hell normal is anymore. Like I said, I want to travel, but there's some places like that I want to go that I'm not going. After this thing is over and everything is safe to move safely about, it's still going to be a couple of minutes for me before I decide to go to Florida. Because Florida, this Florida got hit kind of hard. So I need to give them a whole lot of time to get themselves situated. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm starting. Like I say, on my rounds of places I'm going, I'm gonna hit Philly. I'm gonna hit Detroit. I'm gonna hit Detroit. What else? Detroit, Atlanta, Philly. Gotta wait on. I gotta wait on. Hmm? Yeah, I have to wait on Florida because they got a little bit too much going.
Page on Facebook or explain live like how you do on video games.
They got too much going on down there, so I might have to wait. I might have to wait
TV show.
an hour a year after this stuff is over. Because I don't trust Florida. Like you ready to travel and hit Florida? No, I might go up north like to Connecticut and Rhode Island, but I don't think I'm going too far down south because I don't think that's we're gonna be ready as soon as this thing is over with. But like I said, I'm totally elated today that the federal government is stepping in and they're actually doing something positive. I also say I give big ups to Mitch McConnell. I know that person in office now. I know he probably all in. He did make a little tweet after Mitch had congratulated president elect and vice president, and he made a statement on Twitter saying it's too soon. How the hell is it too soon to congratulate these people for one? The election was like 49 days ago. What the hell are you doing? What are you waiting for to congratulate them? Please tell me. I need to know. What are you waiting for? This is this, in my opinion, is just my opinion. All opinions and views on this show are strictly of me. This has been the worst election cycle that I've seen in my 55 years of living. Now that one, but they had with Gore and all that was different. But this one right here, this one is worse than somebody losing a Little League World Series, and then they just this yeah, this one right here is horrible. So yeah, Bernie, I give you big ups for doing your thing, brother. I'm ready to move on to. I'm ready to be able to move freely, be able to get some of my travel on, be able to get to meet some of the wonderful people on the Nighthawk Network face to face instead of only meeting them through Facebook and all that. But when it's done, honey, when it's done, I'm gonna pack my suitcase and trust me, everywhere I go, it's gonna be Derrick in the lane going everywhere I go because the bitch might go somewhere, might get up, get in the show somewhere. But yes, I just need to be like Patty. I need to get out and spread my wings on it. They kind of stiff. They got stiff. I need to get out and spread them wings on it. Yes, I can't wait, but I am gonna wait patiently. I'm not gonna rush it. But honey, when the time comes that we can get out and do a little something, something, those wings are gonna be out far, so I can travel. I think I'm at the age now where I want to do some traveling. So I've been blessed to meet some new people, and and I want to have the opportunity to get out of the city and visit some people and go some places. Um, I'm here for it. I need to get out and about. So yeah, like I said, I'm so elated that Congress is actually doing something for a change, and they're not worried about themselves. But like Bernie Sanders said, that this is just a down payment on what America people are owed. So just hold tight. This little seven between $700 and $900. No matter how you slice it, it's going to be a blessing because that's an extra six, seven, $800 or $900 that I don't have. So I'm here for all of that. I'm here for all of it. I have to make the Oh wow! Thank you, ain't it bright, Miss Pat? So but see, that's the thing. That's the issue that I'm having. Or they're having all of these possible games, but I know can't nobody be in the audience, but it's like no, but none of the games are being televised. Hey, Meech, Big Meech in the goddamn building. He said, what's T bitches? Well, Meech, we was in here. We're so glad to see you. We know you were busy last weekend and you couldn't do your dish and tea, but I come to tell you, whenever you don't do it, that we miss you. There's like a temporary hole in the black in the Nighthawk network, but we're glad to see you, baby. But the tea we talking about now is the possibility that they're gonna put that stimulus check into the package. It probably be anywhere from $700 to $900. They also said that with that naturally those who have direct deposit will most definitely be getting theirs quicker, but they also say don't expect it before the holidays. I don't know why anybody would expect that, but don't expect anything before the holidays because it's not going to happen. And then our dude Bernie was like, well, this is on CNN. Consider this relief bill a down payment on what America people are owed. So once everything gets situated, once that man who was whatever president stop with all his bullshit and we can, because I what my thing is, I don't know if and when we'll ever get back to business as usual, because I say that because some businesses are closing permanently. They're not taking the hiatus, they closing permanently. So I don't know how it's going to look and when we'll have the opportunity to say back to business as usual. That's a good question. Y'all know what I can't. I'm trying to zoom in. I can see, but I need things to be. Yeah, I'm not no spring chicken, honey. All right, now, so we're talking about that, and it's. Oh, that's too damn much. Damn, goddamn, I see everything. Um, I'm just gonna have to suffer and not be able to see. Dun, 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 dun. Basketball news: the G Leagues are looking to do their new season in the bubble. Most of the teams will be participating, but Atlanta College Park Seahawks will not. So why I mean if they're doing everything in the bubble, which is a good thing, but is there a reasoning for why the Atlanta Sky I say Seahawks, Lord have mercy. Is there a reason for the Atlanta Skyhawks not playing? I mean, if they're not playing because they're just taking it safe, which I don't have a problem with. I think more professional team A B C D E G whatever league you in need to take that into consideration. But I'm like, and how many teams in that league do you know of, Big Meat, that besides the College Park Skyhawks that won't play? And that'll give me some homework to do because I'll look up and see how many teams are actually the um in the G League. But them playing in the bubble, I think that's probably one of the safest things they can do. And I guess it also depends on how long their season is because playing in that bubble, that means you are like sequestered from the time season start until the time the season ends. Is that correct, or am I staying to be correct? So Eric, if you're playing in the bubble, does that mean you and your team and everybody involved with your team, the trainers, blah 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 blah, are in that bubble from the beginning to the end of the season? Somebody can answer that for me because if it's that, then you have to take into consideration. Well, the guys really can't do much because if their contract requires them to do it, they either follow the contract or their asses won't get paid. Plain and simple, if and buts about that. So that's not even a question, and that's not even open. Oh well, that's gonna be kind of ooh. How long? Okay, I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to do some research and figure out how long the season is and how many are they gonna play their full season? I guess that's one of the questions because they're gonna play their full season. Hypothetically, their full season is I don't know. Let's say 30 games. That's a lot of damn time to be away from your whole family. But like I say, unfortunately, if their contracts require them to do that, I mean, what other options do they have? I mean, they could quit and don't make no money. like I said to you earlier, yes, I do smoke cigarettes. I would never go on anybody's podcast, live podcast, and be in their environment and smoke because I'm not that rude. Gotta be my sister. I love when y'all I'm calming. I love it. I'm gonna talk about something and Eric, don't say a thing. Those businesses that have become casualties of the pandemic must find a way to regroup and rebrand, uh, re-strategize if they can. The sadness is most of them are small business and life savings are eliminated. Right. Why did they have to be on the losing and why can't the businesses come through for them? And Meech, besides you being my little big sister, I love you because you know what? You almost when you say things and when we have these platforms, you sound and this is a compliment. You sound so much like a politician and you just have so much of the pulse of the community in in your mindset. And hey Tazzy, and that is a good question. I mean, why can't the businesses come through for them? Why can't the government come through for them? Because in this package that they're ready to bring about, they already said. I mean, and I'm going to read it verbatim. No, it's not verbatim. I'm reading what I wrote down. The leaders are scrapping aid, and listen to this. This is the part that hurt. The leaders are scrapping aid to states and cities, as well as liability protection for companies that will not be in this package that's going through. And the sad thing about it is that's going to become so damn hurtful for small businesses because they're under they're under the state. And if they're not doing nothing for the state and the city, then we just gonna be shit out of trouble, shit out of luck. Okay, 22 teams will be playing. I believe there will be about 10 that won't be playing, all for safety reasons. The reasons is supposed to be from season is supposed to be from January to the end of March. Oh, well, that's not too long of a season, but that's a long time to you know having an opportunity to go play a game where you wanted to be around the country and then 2 days later go home. But these people are going to be put in a bubble for 2 months. 2 months is a long time when you are just like sequestered like a damn jury and you can't do nothing or go nowhere. Um, and and a good point that Meat said was that 22 teams will be playing and believe about 10 won't be playing, all for safety reasons. And I would like to hear that. I mean, if that they got together with team representatives and they discussed it and then they said, not just the owners making all the decisions by themselves because the owners have to realize that yes, you the owners, you kick out the money, boom, boom, boom. But you have to realize what's going to affect your team as a whole because if you don't, then there's a possibility that when you come around next year, you ain't gonna have no damn team or most of your team, so I applaud them. I think all professional sports should consider that, but unfortunately, this professional sports are thinking about the almighty, So it's not. Oh God, here we go with this. Okay. Oh, cool. We went on that last night, and like I told you, and I'm glad somebody brought that up because, like I said last night, um I have multiple pronouns, and actually my pronouns are determined by who you are and how close we are to each other. I mean, my pronouns differ depending on who needs to use them. But for those who don't know me, when I'm in this persona, my pronoun was always he. When I'm in my Elena persona, my pronoun is always she. But then if you are close to me and we've known each other for a while, like I call Big Meech my sister. He called me his sister. So for him, my pronoun could be him or her. So my pronouns all depends on Um, um, my pronouns are determined. My pronouns are determined by who you are to me, and and most of the people who are close to me, they know the pronouns that I am apt to being called when it comes down to them. But maybe this is a little confusing for somebody. But this is my pronouns, and this is how I expect to be addressed. So anyway, but I don't know. January till the end of the month, but that's not a long season. But so that's not too bad, but it's still bad because that's still like, let's say it's a little over January, from January to the end of March. That's January 2 seasons, 2 months. That's not too bad, but it's not too good either. Um, yeah, a lot of people are learning, but we are very respectful in here. It was no disrespect taken. Honey, Chad, I call you her sometimes. What the hell? I'm your mother, okay? Okay. So now this is something that I'm gonna put to y'all, and I want to put it back again. Eric, please keep your mouth shut. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna take my time to read this, and I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to ponder over this, and just tell me what you think. Okay? All right. Ponder over. Don't jump right in and just start saying stuff. Okay? 2-year-old toddler was abandoned with a bag of clothes and a note at a Mississippi Goodwill on Monday. Ponder on it for a little bit. Tell me your thoughts. Lord, we know what your pronouns are, Miss Pat. So ponder on that for a second. You know, it's deep to me. Um, a 2-year-old toddler, okay. We don't know if the toddler was African American. We don't know if the toddler was Caucasian, Asian, whatever. We don't know any of that. Was abandoned with a bag of clothes and a note at a Mississippi Goodwill. Now that thing right there touched me in a whole nother way. I mean, it touched me in a way that I wasn't even looking or even trying to even Eric, shut up. I told you to shut up. So I guess later to the week we may find out who the actual parents were of the parent. Well, the child has to have parents. Period. Have to have parents. Well, kind of sort of really. But find out parents were, what were their reasons. But when I first read this, the first thing came to my mind is that I immediately when I read it, I didn't, I wasn't about um you know throwing fingers, pointing fingers at people. The first thing came to my mind was this country it's horrible, and it pays no attention to mental health unless it's mental health on the extreme end of the mental health scale. So I I yeah, I just think that this country take mental health as a joke, and that situation. I mean, a 2-year-old Tyler just. I mean, I have children. I could never imagine doing that, but I also will say I don't know the situation of these parents that put them in the place to even consider, let alone doing this. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. There's so many different scenarios that is surrounding, surrounding this situation. So it, like I said, I've never I have 3 beautiful daughters and I have over 50 children. So that has never. Don't be laughing at Eric, Miss Patty. He's not funny. So that thing right there, as old people say. that thing right there hit me a whole nother way. So what do you guys God's thoughts on that? And early when we talked about, Aunt Nikki brought up a point, and that's what I got to do, and I'm gonna help get my baby brother to help me with it too. I have to do research um on safe haven laws and baby Moses laws, as far as these being safe places that these parents, if they're not capable, willing, or able to take care of their babies, they can drop their babies off in a safe place anonymously and will not have to deal with the repercussions of, technically, I guess, if they go to these safe havens, and they won't be charged for abandonment. I'm assuming. I don't know. Like I say, I need to do some research, and I need to check up on that, and hopefully Eric is going to help me with that, so we can find out the advantages, if there's any advantages, to taking your baby to a safe haven compared to um just abandoning your baby on somebody's doorstep, or at a hospital, or whatever. Because I guess the safe haven will be the place that will technically not have you as a parent that has abandoned your child. So when I find that information, see, stuff like that is very okay. So the child was left with a handwritten note on a paper towel with a plastic bag with one change of clothes. Child, they made it think like the they didn't pack the clothes away for the child for a whole damn month. For, for a change of clothes for one day. Well, that was years, but Miss Pat, is that still going on? I mean, and see, and I'm on the outside looking in, but see, my thing is, I would probably, if I ever was in that point, which I praise God and thank God that I never have been that. But my thing is, I wouldn't even though they say you wouldn't be charged, I ain't gonna lie, I would be real skeptical about taking my baby to a police station. I ain't gonna lie, I would. I mean, because my thing is, I just want to drop the child off. Any questions asked, nothing. I mean, maybe there's some questions that you're gonna have to ask, like, so what is the nationality of the little boy, bro? A little boy, 2 years old. And Eric said, well, he doesn't look like he's been harmed or anything, which is a wonderful thing. But we pray that he hasn't been harmed, period. Physically or mentally. So we're gonna pray for that. Pray for the young man. That's not a good place to be in. But I'm waiting for her to let me know. She said years ago here in Baltimore, you could take him to the fire station, police station, or hospital. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie. If I was ever in that situation, police station always say shit and then end up entrapping your ass. I'm sorry, I would probably do a hospital. I ain't gonna do no damn police station because they may lock your ass up, and they may ask you your name and then run your damn name, and you got a damn one all the way out on your ass. But I'm saying, Miss Pat, they would rather you surrender the child, which is a good thing. But a lot of people do not, and that's not just in Baltimore. That's countrywide. A lot of people do not fucking trust police. These people might have warrants out on them for something else. I mean, I don't know. That's that. I mean, maybe hospitals or whatever. And then some people may be even scared to go to the hospital because some hospital have damn armed security guards there that are off duty police officers. So I think these safe haven places like that shouldn't. I mean, the places should be connected to the hospital. I don't think they should be connected to the police. We're here, Big Meats. We just got snow and sleet, and it was no, it was in Mississippi, Big Meats. It was left in Mississippi, and I know it's down there where they're going through a lot of shit. The baby was left at a Mississippi, left in Mississippi at a Goodwill. So I'm wait, I don't know, but just to leave the baby, period, 2 years old. I could just imagine the mental things that little boy is going through, just to be left with a note that was written on a paper towel and one change of clothes. Yeah, that's wow. And the surveillance camera caught the surveillance camera caught surveillance video camera captured a man, woman, and a red vehicle they were driving when the boy was abandoned. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Do I sound crazy for saying that? Listen, we must be on top of these kinds of cases as we have a black market out there. Look and see, Meech, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Because and it may sound kind of crazy, but this child may have been one of the lucky ones being left by Goodwill, because they had the black market out there for harvesting organs and for putting children into slavery and child trafficking. So we most definitely need to stay on top of these things, and these safe havens and these baby Moses laws. They need to be brought to the forefront so people can actually know. Like I said, the man was seen dropping the child off before walking away. Police said, according to this NBC News report. Oh wow, that's we got children trafficking. We got, like, black market has like billions and billions of dollars in harvesting people's organs. Yo, this is something that really needs to be looked into. It's not good at all. I really don't even care. The importance of the child's nationality is not even important. The important thing is just another child that has been abandoned. Listen, y'all read this little statement that my little big sister wrote. This is on point. There's no way you can get around it. No, you are right, sus. Folks don't trust the popo, and then when the village has become the villain, we don't know what to do or who to turn to for comfort, help, peace, or guidance. That's so true. And it's sad, and like, yeah, I'm ready to get emotional. You have to speak with this. Listen, y'all. Prayer works. These children cannot, in any way, shape, or form, defend themselves. Come on, y'all. The village has to be the village. The village cannot be the village, and the village cannot. That's no. We need a strong village for these children, so they won't get sold into sex, to children trafficking and all of that kind of stuff. There's no reason why anybody's child. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I mean, and it is. It makes me say there are stories which folks are having babies just to sell them off for their organs. or the black market adoption. Come on, oh my God, this is not good. It's not good, and it's like we got a lot of things going on in this country. But let me tell you, we got a lot of things going on in this country, but we cannot forget the children. We can't keep on saying the children are our future if we don't have no damn future. Meech, if you ain't never brought up a goddamn point in your life, you just brought up a damn point. Now, Panita, isn't it sad that folks will be charged heavier for harming animals than they will for harming people? Children, come on, God, come on, somebody. Somebody needs to wake up, and somebody needs to stand up for the goddamn children because they can't stand up for themselves. It doesn't make any sense. Look at all the damn time Vic got for fighting animals. I mean, like I said, and I may get in trouble for saying this, but unfortunately, when they try to use certain things for examples, it's always the black man that they use for example. Because I'm quite sure that Michael Vick is not the first goddamn person that has been doing dog fighting, but I guarantee you he's probably the first person that has been faced with those charges and going to jail for it. Yeah, as a parent and as a grandparent, anything that's done that can be harmful to a child or one of our seniors, it's gonna touch me different than other things touch me. Things like that don't that there should never be a child that's abandoned. Period. Period. I mean, like I said, we don't know the severity of what was going on and what made the parents do that. But there has to be a place that we can know that these parents aren't having these children just for the sake of selling them for their organs. And there's no, unfortunately, when in this country, when it comes down to having children, there's no check and balance system. None whatsoever. Fucking ever. Do you hear me? None. None, none, and none. So we most definitely have to do much better in that aspect. So I'm hoping that um when Biden come in, he put some key people into place that the welfare of our children will be a priority as much as, now let me say this, the welfare of our children should be more of a priority than keep on putting billions and trillions and billions and trillions and billions and trillions of dollars to preparing us for war, in which we know for a fact that most wars that we didn't got into, we ain't had no business being in any damn way, to help our babies. I mean, I want a future for my children and my grandbaby and my family and my friends, but it's like nobody's caring about the children. Children like here. A couple of days ago, a 10-year-old girl was grazed by a bullet because the 12 o'clock boys and some other guys they just decided in the middle of the day they just want to start a shooting like the OK motherfucking corral, Baltimore City style. That and a 10-year-old, and I read it. I didn't get to full just of it, and I don't know if the child was actually shot or the child was just grazed by a bullet. But either way, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. It's y'all know I'm old school. I'm old as shit. I'm probably with an exception to maybe Miss Pat. I know I'm the oldest one on this live right now, but I'm like, whatever happened to just picking up your damn hands and going toe to toe and fighting, and you get your ass beat, and then you come back another day to fight. Now you get your ass beat, you ain't gonna have another day to come back because if and when you do come back, the person ass you beat, they come back with a gun and they shoot you. So Yes. So it's the I'll wait until you show me the, but that's we anything children. I have a heart. I have a heart. They it's almost like Eric. It's almost like the shootings here is just like so commonplace that people don't even flinch anymore. I mean, one time I was going to get the thing put on my phone. Back in the day, my mother, my stepmother was Mosey's house. She had a scanner all through the house. So by the time the police came in that neighborhood, we already knew what the hell they was coming for, what house they was going to, and everything. That's just how my mother was. I was actually going to put that on my phone, but I think when I'm blessed with this tablet, I may put it on there because, like Eric said, sadly, and it's true, sadly, these shootings incidents have become far too common in cities like ours. They're like common ground. It's like I know one night I was sitting in my room, laying in bed, and I was like, "Papa," and see, they are so common that I am now. This is sad, but it's so common that I am telling the difference between a damn gunshot and a firecracker. The 10-year-old girl was grazed, but even grazed, that's still hard. Whoever's over the Department of Human Services and on the federal level need to admit to mandate all the states to revisit all of the laws designated to protect the children and criminalize parents We must advocate properly and make sure all those who are deceitful and are dealt. And we do. We have to revisit, like you say, we have to revisit those laws and make those laws for today. We can't use your laws that you had to protect the children that you had 50 damn years ago, because 50 years ago things are different. And Big Meech, I'm glad you said something about that because I was writing some things down and I don't know where I put it. Y'all excuse me for 1 second because I actually Biden actually has some people he is suggesting for Department of Human Services. I actually had that written down, but I'm gonna tell you, we have to most definitely make these people accountable for these positions that they have and let them know that these positions are not just for show. You have to show up and you have to do something to make a damn difference. Don't it's time out for giving people positions just to save face and just say, well, that's the best person for the job, and it may be the best person for the job on paper. Come on, here's somebody. Now listen to me. A lot of times people are the best person for the job on paper, but being the best person for the job, actually being the best person for the job, may not be the person who has all them credentials on papers and has never been in a place to use or utilize their skills and their degrees and things of that nature. So right now, his pick is for Secretary of Health and Human Services is this Xavier guy, Xavier Becerra. That's his pick for the director of Health and Human Services, and oh, and he's actually the guy that he picked. He's actually, which I think is good, is kind of like a good thing because he's actually the California Attorney General, so he actually has some knowledge of the law, which I think is a good fit. But this guy, we're gonna see what this guy. He also served 12 terms in Congress representing LA before becoming Attorney General of California in 2017. So he has knowledge, and I mean, let's just hope that if he's confirmed, it's just my opinion. I just think that for whatever reasons, the Republicans are gonna go half dumbass with these confirmations, and we don't know how they're gonna go down, but we hope for the best. And y'all know I have on these glasses, and I really can't see how these glasses work. Shit. Okay, that's a little better. All right, a bitch can see now. Okay. So that's where I'm at with that. I hope this guy Xavier, who's also he's also the former he served in Congress for 12 years for California, and he was elected, I guess. Or was he appointed? I don't know. But anyway, he became Attorney General in California in 2017. So I think, me personally, but I'm not a political whiz kid, but according to job description and according to his experience, I think he is a good fit for Secretary of Human Services. I think he's a good fit, and like I said, we're gonna have to keep these damn people feet to the fire, take their asses accountable for what they do, and make sure they deal with these parents who do things of this nature, especially if there is a safe haven for you to take your child and not be and not be what's the word I'm looking for, and not be charged with it. But like I said, I'm not ain't gonna lie, bitch. Ain't gonna lie. I would be scared as fuck if I had to give up my child and they told me that a safe place was a police station. Boy, I'm ready to give my child up and you're gonna tell me no questions asked. Kiss my entire okay, that part. Okay, well yeah, that sounds about right. But I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I think because of his law experience and things of that nature, I think that I think he a perfect fit for the Secretary of the Department of Human Services. I think he will be a perfect fit. I'm glad um Harris is actually getting to put some of her thoughts in on who. So y'all know we gotta pay, and I'm gonna say this again. I said it once, but I say it again. Certain things I have to repeat because they're very important. Now we all know that from December the 14th to January the 1st, that Georgia is doing their elections, and the actual election date is January the 5th. Georgia, I love y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all step up and step out in November. I'm asking y'all to please, 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 please step up and do it for us again. The Electoral College has confirmed that Biden has won, but y'all keep your eyes open because some of the Republicans, because there has to be ratified or confirmed on January the 6th. Some of the Republicans are talking about they want to, you know, call it to question again. And Mitch McConnell has told them, look, don't go there. He said it like this, but he was like, don't go there. Let the shit go. Leave it alone. And this has been the most intense. I've been living for 50. I've been blessed to be on this earth for 55 years, and I think this has been the most intense and ridiculous election that I've ever seen in my 55 sad. That's really sad. That's really because Trump even made a little thing. Mitch congratulated them said, "Oh, but it's not over yet." Trump, please let it go. You getting on my damn nerves now. And me and Eric was talking going, and I think Twitter said that after this election is over and Biden getting office, they're gonna try to ban Trump ass from Twitter. They need to ban him from every social media site known to man. I'm trying to tell you that ain't that bad. That's really how I feel because he has been no good for this country from the time he stepped in office. But you know what? We're not going to waste time talking about that. We're going to spend more time talking about positive things and outlook. And like I say, Bernie Sanders, we thank you. We thank you for still, even after losing, we thank you for still fighting for the people. And you guys know that they said this snowstorm was going to affect things, but we found out that it's not. Hopefully, it's not going to affect the transportation of the vaccine, but it most definitely is going to. It's most definitely going to affect people's abilities to get their Christmas gifts to people at a reasonable time. And some of I think they said today was the last day if you was going to plan on sending it. Safe haven laws, also known as the Baby Moses laws, give parents who are unable to care for their child a safe and legal choice to leave their infant with an employee at a designated safe place, freestanding emergency centers. I don't know what that is. Fire stations, freestanding emergency centers, or emergency medical services stations. Okay, well, as long as they didn't say police station, but you still get scared because, like I say, some of these damn hospitals do have off-duty police officers. So, I mean, if these places are out there and they're totally legit, and you will not charge the parent, won't get the police involved, because if it's not like that, then you need to know for a fact that these parents are not going to bring these children to these places. They need to know that they are not going to be charged in any way, shape, or form, and their child will be taken care of. So then you beg to ask the question. So when you drop the child off, what's going to happen? I mean, that's something I have to check into. What's going to happen? I mean, first of all, I mean, you got to know the people, if they come there, they're not coming there giving you no name, no addresses, no nothing, because then they're going to feel as though that you're going to turn that against them and you're going to try to find it. So I guess my question is, what are you required to do if and when you take your baby to the safe haven laws, or you take your baby to one of these places? Are you going to can you do it anonymously, and will you? Unfortunately, that's exactly what he is. He's spoiled, and I don't know why, because he's never worked for nothing a day. He's never worked for nothing a day in his life. Everything was handed to him. And when you look at it, you want to dissect that family has been doing illegal shit since the beginning of time, so that ain't nothing new. Okay, it's commonly used for children. And that's another thing, Eric. I'm glad you brought that up. But what about the parents of a 2-year-old? Is there's no, and that's why I say we need to revisit, and Meech brought it up. That's why I say we need to revisit these laws. They need to make them um, for children just a tad bit older than 60 days. Because, prime example, this 2-year-old child. I mean, it's sad because if this doesn't change, there is no protection for a mother or a father of somebody that's over, that's a child that's 60 days old. So I don't know. That's scary. That's really scary. That's then I mean, I don't know. I can't. I mean, okay, the age varies from state to state. I think, my opinion, they should at least. I mean, because even at 2 years old, a child is still not capable defending themselves and go back, really, really talk to and say, this is what happened to me, that's what happened to me. You would hope that once they go to the safe haven places or whatever the case may be, my prayer is if they find a place like that, the children won't. There's so many variables to this because even if these children go to a safe haven place, there's a very, very great possibility that they will actually get lost in the foster system. So if you go there and you go anonymously and you drop your child off, the only downside to that is if you don't leave any kind of information, then there's no way possible that the child could be given to somebody in the family on the mother side or the father side because you won't. I don't know. Just don't leave your fucking children. Shit. Take your children to a relative house or whatever. It says you are not allowed to keep an abandoned child to raise as your own without reporting it. Right. Right, but then even when you report it, you're gonna have to report who dropped the child off, who is the child related to you. So it's not a good thing. There needs to be a safe place where these people can drop these children off, won't be charged. Actually, they should be looked at as saving a life because a lot. I've seen mothers and fathers do some crazy shit. Say, how do you know? But look back, when was that? Look at the crazy shit Susan Smith. She just sit there and swore by God that it was a black man that kidnapped her children. And first of all, when that story first came out years ago, let me tell you, I knew that girl was lying from the start. Let me tell you how. These are my gifts. Let me tell you how I knew she was lying. First of all, girl, your tears is just as phony as that fake ass person you called your boyfriend. That's why I knew you was lying. Second of all, and people laugh at me when I say this all the time. Second of all, I knew you was lying because for the simple fact, ain't no damn black man gonna hijack your car and take your car with your two damn children in it. If anything, he may have drove a little ways from you and he would have put them damn car seats on the side of the road. He's not gonna take your damn kids. That's how I knew it was a lie. So this is somebody who had children and couldn't even okay, and didn't even want to protect her own children. I love you too. Didn't even want to protect her own children and then tried to blame it on a a black person, saying that the black man, first of all, ain't no black man gonna take no car and take your children because they would have half of them with their own damn children. They would have put them car seats on the side of the damn road and kept on going. So it wasn't even any laws to all right. It wasn't even any laws to protect them, but they were murdered. You know, they were they were murdered, and that was sad, and it was nothing. Susan Smith. I will never, ever, ever, as long as I live, forget that name. Y'all, we have to do better. The village has to be a village and be only a village and not be a village that turned to a village. You got to be able to stay focused on the situation at hand. This is not this is it's not that thing bothers me. But I got that off my chest. I thank you guys for being a part of that. That was a good thing. I got some upcoming news. We want to thank you all thank all you for being a part of the Night Network, coming in and being a part. Like my little brother, he had his wonderful show tonight. Get off my lawn. He's fishing with Coach Will and the young guy Hugh. They was on there. They was talking sports tonight. Y'all check out my brother Eric Button. Get off my lawn 8:30 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If the times ever change, if they're later or early, he will always put it on his page and also put the Nighthawk signal out in the group to let you know if there's anything has changed in his on his page. Hopefully tomorrow, Friday, and or Sunday, we'll be back with Big Meat. With Dish and Tea. It's right there, www.dishandtea.com. We know every Sunday at 9 o'clock we can look forward to Big Meat, Big Red, and Aunt Nick. Don't forget Pure and Uncut with Coach Will and Coach V on Sundays at 12 o'clock. I go there every Sunday. I really enjoy that show. Um, JoJo, he hasn't come up with a name or anything as of yet, but he hopefully is going to become a part of the Nighthawk Network. You know, I say this every night, y'all. I got some things I have to do. For all of you, my Aunt Nikki, she's having a raffle. Please support Cash App Holiday 5050. And when you send it, please put your name and your number so they know how to contact you. And remember, um, 50/50 raffle. Tickets are $2 a piece, or you get three for five. So come on out and support. Send it to $ holiday 50/50. And don't forget to put your name and your phone number so they have a way to get in contact with you. I think this is going on to the 19th. She said that if she extended any longer, she will let us know. And as I find out, I'll let you know. But right now, this is going on until the 19th. So please take some time and buy tickets there. One for $2 or three for five. And you can send it to Cash at $HOL Holiday 50/50, and help support that because it's going for most definitely going for a wonderful cause, and I would love for you guys to help support that. Miss Pat Group, we're actually in the process of doing a virtual show. I'm gonna send that around um, soon to everybody. Miss Pat gave us what the acronyms meant: people empowering. Yeah. So that's a good organization. If you guys got any organizations or you guys got anything that you just want me to talk about on my show, I'm here. I'm here for all of it. Hey guys, I got a question for y'all. Read this question for me. Give me your feedback. I know I did this question earlier, but it's just such an awesome question. And all that we are going through, what are you thankful for? And while we doing that, I'm gonna listen to this little song. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I am a music connoisseur, music freak, whatever you call it. And you know, one of one of the one of the most popular songs, gospel songs of all times, have always been Reverend Paul Jones' "I Won't Complain." But honey, you know, musically as fine as I am, I never knew. Y'all forgive me. I never knew that this man literally. I Yeah, call me dumb. I know my big sister each can be like, you crazy. I never knew that this guy had other songs other than I Won't Complain. Okay, you can judge me all you want. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Eric said he's gonna be thankful for this COVID relief package. I guess what? I got something. I'm thankful for that one too. But like I said, y'all know I'm a music and Miss Pat, no. Music is my life. I love gospel music, I love all kinds. But I never and yeah, I do feel kind of dumb. I never knew. I thought that he just did that one song. Why I don't know. Because let me tell you why. Because that's the song, the only song that I've ever heard him sing. So therefore I thought that was the only damn song he ever done. Wrong answer. He has this song right here that he has done, and it's like Facebook, I don't own them rights to these music. And this song, I'm like, Facebook, I did not own to this music. I'm gonna listen to this when I get off this live. I'm trying to tell you. But give y'all some information about some things that's going on with Hey Bitches Live and Hey Bitches Live the remix. First of all, for live, next Monday at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock or 5:30, I'm actually going on Zoom. And all you guys send me your information because I'm going on Zoom and I'm gonna allow those who want to come in and join. I'm actually gonna allow you guys to see me transform from Derrick to Helena. I'm not doing it on my show. I'm gonna do it before the show. So you guys give me your Zoom information. I have to check it out if I can get y'all on my Zoom through your Facebook or whatever. Give me your information. I am thankful for peace of mind, okay, and not being caught up in the. Y'all know I can't see. Right, not being caught up. I am thankful that I have what I need and can be self-contained. And see, those kind of things. Being thankful for are are everything to me. I'm thankful for life, of course. I'm thankful for the opportunity to meet new and wonderful people. And like I said the other night, I was one of them people. Look, I'm 55. I'm like, well, goddamn, I'm too old to get new friends. But God seemed different. Well, Meech always was my friend since way back in. I ain't gonna say how long. Eric, Amy, Leah, Big Red, Coach V, Coach Will. I'm grateful. JoJo, Tracy, Tammy, a new one that came onto the network today. I'm grateful for all of that because, like I said, I had the mindset that I was too old to get new friends and new people in my life. No, I'm not. God proved me wrong yet again. And I'm grateful that we're going to be blessed for this little, with this not little, this relief check because but $100, $200, $500, it's going to be more than what I had at first. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'll be right here waiting for you, baby. I sure will. And that's And then earlier we talked, which I want to talk about again because I that's a little question that kind of had me thinking, and I was like wondering what is the I know I think I kind of know the purpose, but what are your thoughts on negative campaigning? What do you I mean? My thoughts are simply this: if you are about your resume and you can do everything that you said you can do, what is the purpose of you using negative campaigns? If your resume speaks for itself and you could do everything you do and then some, what is the purpose of you doing negative campaigning? I, I don't like me. If I was running for political office, I know first thing that would come out somebody's mouth is he's gay, he's a drag queen, blah blah. Girl, I know that. But my question still remains: why must you stoop to that to get the points? Why can't we just stay on task? I'm capable of doing this job. I'm not capable. But y'all, these negative campaigns go so deep, and they can become so damn destructive that it's pitiful. These negative campaigns can become so damn destructive. You say, what are you talking about, Derrick? I mean, look at what the hell Trump is trying to do to Biden's son. I mean, girl, y'all putting in all this, doing all this, but I just think that they should have some kind something that make people not do these damn negative campaigns so easily. Yes, Misha, I'm thankful that you got another car too. Yeah, God knows I needed this new phone. Accept you for who you are, Misha. You would have been, ooh, child. If Misha got on, Misha, I don't know where you was, but you need to go back and look at it. But I'm bringing him back. I don't know where you was that night on that Monday night when I had the young. the young guy on from the leather community. He's coming back again. Oh, trust me, there's certain people I'm bringing. I'm bringing him back because there's questions that need to be asked. I don't know if I want. I don't think. I think this time I'm telling him he don't have to wear his gloves because I'm not being nobody's damn guinea pig. Yeah. So that child down in Georgia, um, she's just splicing up these things that this man is saying and making it seem like that he's saying all these things consecutively in one sentence. I'm like, first of all, Miss Thing, your network is $5 million. What the fuck are you gonna do in Congress other than help the rich stay rich and the poor get poor? I don't. You don't. You don't need the damn money. So I'm like, come on, yo, we need to get that ass in we need to get them asses up out of there. I'm not lying to you. We need to get them up out of there with the quickness. Yeah, he is, but it's sad. And I'm jumping back, and back on the music note, Reverend Paul Jones, he was a pastor of a church in Texas. But you know what? This man made a phenomenal song that to this day is still sung on a regular. It's like an anthem now. But I checked into it, and I didn't know that this young man was murdered in his own house, and he was only 30 years old. Yeah. He said in his little testimony, when he started his church, he went to his church, and it was only like four of them. But I was like, oh wow. He was murdered at the age of 30 in his house. I think he was stabbed twice and shot. And I don't know the logistics behind it. I'm going into it a little bit more when I get off here. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. Reverend Paul Jones, the singer of "I Won't Complain." I never knew that he was murdered in his own house at the age of 30. Yeah, he was born 1960 to 1990. They have you know, all the fake news about why he died, who killed him. It was an ex-lover, blah blah. I don't need to know all that. That's not even on my radar right now. I just say that it just blew my mind that he passed away at such a young age, and he had such a promising future ahead of him. Because I think at the time he was 28 when he started when he became the pastor of his own church. And girl, I'm going in here looking for one thing. I looked. I was on my TV playing music, and I came across these other songs, but I was like, wow. Um, I never knew. And see, I never even when I use YouTube, I never put his name in. I always put the song in book, and I put the name in. Other songs came up by him, some of his sermons. So I'm listening to some of them, but it was kind of like hard for me to read that he was murdered in his own house at the age of 30. That young man had a wonderful future ahead of him. I'm gonna read up on it, to get some more insight. It's kind of emotional. I mean, the man left about here in 1990, old pastor of a church, had a wonderful life ahead of him. So I'm gonna dissect that a little bit, get into that. Now my next and got exciting news, which I think is exciting for Elena's next concert. Um, I'm still debating on if I'm going to do the Christmas concert, but if I do the Christmas concert, that's going to be more. I may forego doing a bunch of Christmas songs and just fill that in with some of the R&B songs or things like that we like. Yeah, I do too, Eric. I need a good old music detox. Music takes me places, honey. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, cool. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I do know that the next concert, not the Christmas one, but the next concert, that the next gospel concert that I do, exciting news about that is because the majority of the concert will be done by Helena, but the twist to the concert is that D hologram will be in the building too, so he's going to do a part of a concert because there's all near and dear male gospel songs that are near and dear to me that I want to share with you guys. So in order to do that, that will be a double concert. It will be Helena hologram featuring D hologram. He'll be there doing maybe two or three male gospel songs that are near and dear to my heart. Like I say, I'm still working on a way to get that perfected to the point that it won't, we got to figure it out. I was blessed with the last one because I was able to do it parts, which I'm probably going to do time just for the sake of not having to deal with Facebook. No, did you send it in my inbox, Miss Pat? We'll see, but yeah, that one will be an evening of gospel, walking down my gospel memory lane with Derrick Indy. Yes, Meech, you ain't never lied. We need another Divas Doing Gospel or an inspirational tea hour. I can't wait until we can put this together and let Sharon have performance. Yeah, we do. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Me and Big, we're gonna get up on this. Divas Doing Gospel. That's something that we started years ago, but we have never lost um our need. And we say Divas Doing Gospel. It's also it's actually gospel and inspirational music at the same time. Inspirational songs like let's be for real. Our inspirational song is Patti LaBelle, "You Are My Friend." Stephanie Mills, "You Make Me Feel Good." Things of that nature. So you know we always have downsides to doing a gospel event. Not a downside for me because I do gospel wherever I go. I go into the highways and the byways and I spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. Oh, don't forget, Get Off My Lawn After Dark edition, 12 a.m. Saturday. Topics is going to be erotic films. What you watching? Okay, well, we can talk about it, honey, because I'm a virgin, so praise the Lord. I'm the Secretary of Trade. I'm the first Secretary of Trade in history that has been a virgin. Before and during I took office, yes, honey, I'm a virgin. Okay. So, yeah, y'all, please don't forget that Saturday at 12. We have to put out the Nighthawk signal at about 11:30, and let the children know that we coming to talk about things that everybody don't have no problem with talking about. Talking about it with us. Feel me? So yeah, I enjoyed listening to Reverend Paul Jones songs. Like I said, I got a little under the weather when I realized that young gentleman was murdered at the age of 30. He was a pastor of his own church. Meech, I'm telling you, if you was there on the first one, let me tell you tell you, honey, that first one, it was no holds barred. It was no holds barred. I think Derrick was on his good behavior. I don't think I showed out or anything, but honey, I was here for it because it's just what's needed at this time. And Meech, I'm upset with you because I can't believe you never told me that. Hello, stop looking at my damn windows. Yes, honey. You got to look. You come on in, honey. Why my window when you can come on in the room, honey? Oh, So yeah, Meech, I'm a little beside myself with you, big sis, because you never. I mean, I never knew to the extent of whatever happened to Paul Jones, but I found out today that he was actually murdered. And like I say, it's crazy because I'm so used to his signature song, "I Won't Complain." Forgive me, I never knew that the guy made other songs other than that. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but they played that song so much. I've never, ever, 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 ever heard anything else he wrote. And I literally sat here today and listened to some of his songs, and it blew my mind. I mean, it's one, and see that's the kind of music person. Hey, baby. Yes, and you know what? And Mitch, when you said that you are so in um to Ruthless, and when they were saying when they were saying the things about that I don't know what you call it, that group that you was interviewing, and then it was kind of weird because some of those things was like parallel to some of the things that was going on in the show Ruthless. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of deep, it's kind of deep. So I'm like, yeah, that Ruthless. And even though we can all agree on this, even though the Oval is a knockoff of Scandal, that mother, when she tased the hell out of that daughter, bitch, I was no good. I said, oh cool. And I thought the mother was a mess, but the mother of the mother, and that bitch right there, okay, hey bitch is allowed to read that bitch right there, yeah, yeah. Oh wow, I guess you was like me. I was only aware of his one song, I Won't Complain. Hey Jojo, of his one song that I Won't Complain, but honey, I need to dissect his life. Because like I said, the young man was killed at the age of 30 in Texas in his home. He was stabbed and shot. But I need to get into it because honey, I need to get into it to get in just to get into it. But like I say, yes, he was killed in his own apartment or home in Texas. He was stabbed and shot. He was born in 1960 and he passed away. He was murdered in 1990. Yeah, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm dissected. He had just started his own church at the age of 28 in Texas. And he said, when he started his church, like most churches, he only had like 9 members or whatever. But yeah, the right Reverend Paul Jones, 30 years old, and like I said, it's weird because I love music, and I thought that was the only song, which was dumb of me. I thought that was the only song that the man ever sang, and he has this one song I listened to today, honey. I'm gonna listen to it before I go to bed tonight. It's gonna be the start of my music detox. I'll listen to it probably till about listen to music till probably about 4 or 5. Now that it's after a certain hour, I can't hear my music up like I do at 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, those are some things that's going up. Like I say, my next gospel concert is going to be split between Elena and D Hologram, which is going to be cool. Um, yeah, I'm going to start going in the night network group and announcing when I do my Hey Bitches live, the remix with Derrick, just to give everybody a heads up because I know I do them so sporadically and at such different times, but I do know that if I give everybody we won't never forget about you, JoJo. So I'm grateful. Like I said earlier, I'm so grateful for my support, the support of the people who are at every one of my shows, Hey Bitches and Hey Bitches Live. I'm grateful for my supporters who are at every one of my shows when it's possible for them to be at my show. I am so grateful. I'm even grateful for people who've only seen one of my shows. I'm grateful for that. But check this out, y'all. Not this Monday, but next Monday will actually be Hey Bitches Live 10th show. So what I'm actually going to do what Helena's actually going to do on that show, she's actually going to take that show and go back over all the topics that I did prior, all the topics of the 9 shows that would come and will be a compilation to make my episode. Yes, he was only 30 years old and he was killed in his own home in Texas. But like I say, I'm my my information, my research antennas are going up, so I'm gonna have to dissect that and see what's going on. Cause yeah, that thing really took me for a big loop. And like I said earlier, I want you guys to know that when I live stream, I'm also live streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you guys want to go there and subscribe, oh yeah, we always have to. Yeah, and JoJo, that's a very. I have my moments where I just need, yes, in his own home. Oh yeah, like I said, I will be doing the makeup tutorial Monday before the show. I'm going to start it at 5:30 because I don't want it to take away from the show. So I'll be doing that so you guys will have the opportunity to see the transformation from Derrick to Helena, step by step by step. So we're gonna have fun for that. I said if I get started by 5:30, at least by 5:30, yeah, 5:30, I should be ready by 8:30 at the latest. Talking with Eric today, and Meech can attest to this. Getting ready for a show takes time. It's not something that you can just. I mean, it's a little easier to get ready for a show for a remix show. It's a whole lot easier to get ready for a remix show than it is to get ready for the Hey Bitches Live with Elaine. That's. So like I said, guys, I told you guys that I'm actually going to officially turn my living room into my studio because I'm very rarely ever in my living room. I'm in my room 99.9% of the time in the kitchen cooking, or either in the bathroom, or sometimes I go in my daughter's room. But so I'm going to officially turn my living room into my studio. I'm happy about that. So we got some things coming up. Like Saturday, remember the after dark, the grown and sexy, the grown after dark. Get off my lawn with Eric. We're gonna be talking about erotic films. They are most definitely something that Eric wouldn't talk about on a regular show. But see, I'm the bitch. I will. But now I don't have to worry about talking about those subjects because my brother's gonna do it. But I'm gonna be up on him, honey. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna be right there, right church, wrong pew, honey. But I'm gonna be up in that church, honey. Okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm here for it. I. It's just so many things that I'm so grateful for and so looking forward to. So being blessed every day that the Lord allows me to wake up above ground and still breathing and still have activities of my limbs and still have articulation of speech and still able to be productive in the land of the living. See, a lot of people in the land of the living, they're not productive. And some of them in the land of the living and they're not living. They're walking dead. But I'm grateful that I'm not one of them. Come on, somebody. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, oh neighbor. I'm so glad that I'm not one of them. Hallelujah. So I'm glad about it. I'm glad about it. It's I want to give a shout out to Miss Pat. Let me tell you something. Miss Pat for years have been grinding for the homeless, for the alphabet community, for mothers, for domestic violence. Miss Pat has had her feet to the ground for some years. She's also went on a conference call last night about the stimulus package. Miss Pat, we're grateful for you. And thankful for your neighbor or neighbor. I'm grateful. I'm just, just grateful to still be able to be in the land of the living. And like Erica said earlier, shootings are like have become so common in so many other cities. It's almost like I told you the other night, I heard a shooting over by my way, and I was like, well, damn, you know what, bitch? One time I couldn't tell the difference between a gunshot and a firecracker. But honey, when I tell you, my daughter gets mad at me because I'm like, no, I don't want no guns in my house. Water gun, Nerf ball gun, play gun, no. I, I'll be okay. I just ask God to continue to cover me and my house in your blood, in your blood, in your blood. Wash me over all of you. So yeah, I'm excited coming down the pike. I'm going on my show, which will be which will be week after next, and that's the one. Hello, but that'll be the one where my 10th show will be the one where I'm just go back and read over all of my shows and and bring up the topics from 9 shows to make the 10th show. Um, make 9 shows all worse and things we talked about on all those shows. Because I look back at my shows and I'm grateful because my shows are getting a little better and better each time. So I'm grateful for that. If anything you do and you're not making progress, you need to go home real quick, check yourself out real quick, then do it all over again. But I thank God for the progress that I'm making. Yeah, I can't. I just no. I don't. No, they're not. People don't know how to people, and then a lot of people get guns and they have no knowledge of gun safety whatsoever. None. And I no. My daughter buy my grandson guns, and I'm like, also have to tell me, please don't point that gun at me. Yes, it's a toy. I understand that. Understand, but no, I don't. And then, and I guess, and another thing about that bothers me because now they make some of these damn toys that look so fucking real. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? People have been shot over toy guns. I'm like, no, girl. Even if my daughter get my grandchildren a toy gun and it's a damn toy gun, that shit still scares me. It still scares me because I don't want nobody to come out their mouth and say, well, your grandchild or this person or somebody I say somebody not even somebody I know, a little child, a person on the street just walking around with a toy gun that look real and no. That's why I have issues with guns. Period. Toy guns, water guns, real guns, small guns, big guns, short guns, long guns. No, I don't. They don't do well for me. I hope everybody is doing well with this weather that's coming through. We've been blessed here in Baltimore. Oh yeah, I need even in the busyness of my day, I have to have a moment for peace. I have to have a moment in my day to make sure that I'm balanced because I'm on this thing now. I'm grateful. Balance is very very important. Balance is very important in my life, and I'm learning balance in my life. And balance in my life, I have to, for me to be in a time of total balance. Some people, I just can't be in certain places. I mean, that's just me. I'm adapting and I'm learning and I'm grateful. Derrick, you need to be balanced, dude. Period. Balance is going to be the key to you being as successful as you can. Balance. And that's how it is. Even in being successful, you have to balance everything out in your life in order to become successful. You cannot have an unbalanced and chaotic life and at the same time truly have a successful life. There has to be, listen to me, there has to be balance, and balance can be obtained. My balance area, I need to be balanced mentally, physically, and spiritually. And a great part of my spiritual balance is the Word of God and gospel music and ministry. You know, is a great part of my spiritual balance. You know, my mental balance is just keeping my mind in perfect peace and trying not to keep things held on that does not. Yeah, I just balance is needed in my life in order for my life to run as smoothly as possible. Because see, I don't like I said, I'm getting better with that. I was one of the people who always kept things inside, and I'm not gonna say I always kept things inside just because. I mean, there was reasons behind it. I mean, some things I kept inside because I didn't have a sounding board. I didn't have anybody that I could go to and talk to without it being the topic of of that person's damn conversation the next day. So that didn't work for me. That was one of the things that kept me unbalanced. Yeah, he sent me that. I sent him the videos on today. So we're gonna see how that act. I'm actually gonna take that flyer and put it in the Nighthawk Network group, and I'm gonna begin to send it to other people. Well, Jojo, you know we truly appreciate you. You know, like I said, y'all, give people flowers while they're here. You know, and they ain't gonna do 'em much good once they leaving about it. Give everybody their flowers now while they're here. Be grateful for them, the things that they've done, the things that they're going to do, and the things that they haven't even done yet. So yeah, 30 years old, killed in his own apartment in Texas. So y'all, we got some things like I said. I know in the Nighthawk Network group, I'm always gonna put a little tickler out for when most of the time when I do the remixes. Because like I say, remixes they're not like Hey Bitches Live at all, because Hey Bitches Live are so much more structured and scripted, so to speak, as far as having what I'm going to talk about. You know, my Hey Bitches Live, they're just like off the cup. They come up when I leave somebody's show, or something happened on the news, or something that made me want to talk about something. So that's what the remix show is about. It's all about I didn't turn the camera all the way over there. It's all about talking about things that's already been talked about, like um, JoJo shows. Because the one on Monday night, Miss Pat, that's actually a pre-recorded show. So that really has nothing to do with my Hey Bitches Live. But I told Brian um to not connect them, because I don't know how I'll be able to. But I'll talk to him. We have to figure something out. I don't know. Um, and it depends. And what time? And what time is the show on Monday? Because Monday is going to be a full day for me. I sent him the video, mentioned the performance, blah 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 blah. So I don't think I'll technically be able to do that show. Hopefully I'll be able to watch it at a later date, or maybe you could come over or whatever, and we can watch it together. But I have to I cannot allow any um interruptions in Hey Bitches Live on Mondays, because I've been blessed to keep that going at a regular time, a regular hour. So I want to keep that right where it's at. I'll talk to Brian and find out something else that can be done. But like I say, I already did that. I send it to him, so we're gonna see where that lays. Um, so like I say, I'm grateful. Those are some of the things that's coming down the pike. Like I say, we got the next episode number 10. No, Miss Pat, this is just a taste of what's going to happen in February. This is just a tickler out there to get people to participate in the show in February, which will be the whole show is going to be focused around Black History Month. So we're gonna yeah, February. This is just a pre show, a taste to let people know what's going on. And the big show is actually going to be in February. That's the main show. So yeah, I'll be there for that, and hopefully we'll have a better understanding, and I'll be able to deal with that, and the shows won't cross because I can't. These shows will not be able to cross paths in any way, shape, or time because I don't. Excuse me. I don't do much of anything on Mondays other than getting prepared for Monday's night show, and that's a process. So that's not. I'll talk to him about that. Um, because I'm trying to figure out, I'll figure something out. I'm not gonna be worried about that too much now. I am gonna be sending the thing around so everybody can support the event and buy their tickets. Wow, but yeah, February is supposed to be the initial show. This show is supposed to be just a precursor to the show in February. People excited, and I think got 2 or 3 people that's gonna be a part of the show too. So it's just not us female illusions. It's just a couple of mainstream singers that's gonna be on the show as well. Well, guys, it is now 1:32 in the morning. I love you guys so much. I pray that the Lord will continue to keep you in His perfect peace. Um, I pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost that He keeps us. He keeps us safe. He keeps us well. He keeps us comforted. You know, we gotta pray. Right. So we gotta pray that things that we are beginning. Um, yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Big Meech, if you're out there, everybody's waiting for one of your shows. Come on, we missed you for a week. We need you, baby. Nikki's doing her show tomorrow. Um, Eric is doing his show Saturday. Hopefully, Meech will do his show Friday and or Sunday. But the Hey Vicious remix, they pop up where the fuck they pop up on there, okay? Oh, good night, everybody. Be safe. Remember to pray for everybody. Keep everybody in your prayers. And I pray that God will continue to bless and keep on blessing and keep on blessing because He's the only one. God is in the blessing business. And guess what? We all are here for the blessings. I love you guys. Be good. Be sweet. Keep your heads up and know that all things are possible. All things are possible. I love y'all.